Okay, so it's October, and I figured I'd recommend some horror movies to watch. I tried to pick some lesser known ones that you wouldn't immediately think of for spooky season. So let's get to it. Number one, Halloween. Just kidding. I had to go in there for a minute. But no, it's actually Dead Ringers from 1988. This is a David Cronenberg movie, so you know it's going to get weird. He's mostly known for The Fly and Scanners, but I think Dead Ringers is really underrated. It's about these identical twin brothers, played by Jeremy Irons, and they're both world-class gynecologists, like the best of the best. They're like the Professor Stephen Hawking of vaginas. But they both have very different personalities, and one of their patients ends up creating a bit of a rift between them. I mean, I know I'm making it sound like less of a horror movie and more of maybe a romantic comedy or a porno with too much plot. But trust me, it's not that. It's plenty fucked up. And right now, you could find it streaming on Amazon Prime. And now's a good time to watch it because I think they're making it into a TV show soon, which will probably suck. But anyway, I give it 4 stab through the chest David Cronenbergs from Jason X out of 5. Check it out. All right, and the next one is The Empty Man. This one came out in 2020. And I thought it was going to be some goofy urban legend story where a bunch of teenagers get killed. But it's a lot more than that. There's a lot going on in this movie. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I think it's best to go in not knowing that much about it. And when it's all said and done, you might find it a little silly. But I think it's very creepy, very weird. There's a scene towards the middle of the movie that is fucking horrifying. But not quite as horrifying as this character's hairdo. I mean, it looks like she asked her hairdresser for the Will Byers look from Stranger Things. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking there. But anyway, it's on HBO Max right now, and I give it 4 horrendous bowl cuts out of 5. And the next one up is Prince of Darkness from 1987. It's a very underrated John Carpenter movie. It's very creepy. It's all about the atmosphere. And every scene feels like a horror movie, even when nothing's happening. There's a lot of talking in this movie, so you might get a little bored, especially since a lot of it doesn't seem to make much sense. But it's basically science meets religion for the apocalypse. And Alice Cooper makes a cameo appearance, and he ends up stabbing a guy to death with a bicycle. And I know what you're probably thinking. Bicycles aren't that sharp, so how could he stab somebody with a bicycle? Well, I don't know. He manages. And there's also a guy who is just a bunch of bugs. Like, he's a bunch of bugs stacked on top of each other, wearing human skin. And it's fucked up. And I don't really know how to describe it other than that. But it's fucking weird. The 80s, they were fucking wacky. And you can find it right now on Peacock. And I give it 4.5 angry Donald Pleasances out of 5. Check it out. All right, next up is Night of the Demons. This one takes place on Halloween night, and it's just campy fun. It's got a guy dressed up like a pig who says this.
Yeah, eat a bowl of fuck.
I mean, I don't know what a bowl of fuck is, but I'm having one. And it's also got a character who shoves a lipstick tube inside of her nipple. I don't know how they come up with this shit. Again, it's the fucking 80s. I love it. And you can currently watch this one on Shudder. I give it 4 bowls of fuck out of 5. And the last one is Dracula Dead and Loving It. Okay, I know it's not a horror movie. Although, this is pretty scary to me. But I think it's just such an underrated Mel Brooks movie. It's not as good as Young Frankenstein or Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs, but it's still great. Leslie Nielsen plays Dracula, Mel Brooks plays Professor Van Helsing. And I think it's one of the best things either of them have ever done. It's fucking hilarious. Unfortunately, I don't think it's streaming anywhere right now, so you might have to spend some real money if you want to watch it. But I think it's worth it. I give it 4.5 enemas out of 5.
Oh, McManus, the patient in the West Wing?
Yes.
He's having a conniption fit.
Oh. Give him an enema.
An enema?
Yes. You'll give him a feeling of accomplishment.
Yes, sir.
And that's basically it. 5 underrated movies to watch this October. If you've seen them, let me know. What do you think of them? And yeah, enjoy your bowls of fuck.
She's almost dead.